Senator Francis.
Excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Minister Lametti, prior to coming into force of the UNDRIP Act in June 2021, the Committee on Indigenous Peoples heard from many witnesses who were critical of the federal consultation process. Could you tell us what steps you and your department have taken in the last year to ensure that Indigenous people have the capacity to adequately and meaningfully participate in the co-development of upcoming legislation as well as the action plan? I also want to know whether you have a plan to increase the use of mediation with Indigenous communities to prevent and resolve disputes and avoid the use of costly and timely litigation.
Thank you, Senator. That's a good question. I felt that the consultation process for UNDRIP was a good process, even a very good process, although there were some voices who felt that they hadn't been heard, although we did our best. The main thing that we have done, and I say we, in a collaborative way, we have done to ensure a better process this time around, is to put much of the responsibility and the mechanics of the consultation process on Indigenous leadership groups themselves. And so we have provided support, we've provided funding, a number of leadership structures across Canada, because it is completely asymmetrical, particularly with the Assembly of First Nations, or First Nations. It is a completely asymmetrical picture when it comes to consultation. And so we are working in collaboration with a number of different groups at a number of different levels, as I've mentioned before: nations, regions, national groups, treaties, modern treaties, no treaties, etc. And we've put much of the consultation and the leadership for that consultation in the hands of Indigenous peoples, such that it is a truly collaborative process. On the justice side, we've created a secretariat that is dedicated to working with and collaborating with and trying to fill in any gaps that might exist. And I think that the process is moving very well. It's an intense process, but I do think this will get us to an action plan.
Thank you, Minister. Your time has expired.